to Wildcat News. Today's story is that we've interviewed lots of people that are still working during the COVID-19 outbreak. We learned about what it is like to work from home and the struggles that come with it.
How do you think people can stay safe while working during the coronavirus?
I think the best way to stay safe would be wearing gloves and masks and washing your hands a lot.
I think that people should still be working during this virus.
I do. I think the necessary workers, as they've talked about with obviously the healthcare workers and the frontline workers and the supermarket employees as well, so we can be able to get our stuff that we need at the store. I do.
Where do you work?
Grand Slam.
What precautions have you been taking to stay safe?
We're wearing gloves and masks, and we're wiping everything down a lot and bringing food out to people's cars.
Do the people that come in to get food wear masks and gloves too?
Yes,
Has it been busy?
much busier than it was before.
Can you describe what you do for work?
I'm a group exercise instructor at the gym at my school.
How has your daily work changed since working from home?
Well, all of my classes that I usually teach are in person. So I've been live streaming on Facebook Live, and it's been definitely a learning curve trying to figure out how to do that and working with everyone else as well as the instructors that we're trying to train. All of that shifted to online, which has made it more difficult.
Do you like working from computer better or worse, and why?
I definitely like working in person better. A lot of my job is about connecting with participants and working with other people, so being able to have access to that in person is a lot easier than it's been to learn how to do it online.
Describe what you do for work.
I work for a beer, wine, and spirits distributor.
How has your daily work changed since working from home?
I get more done. The commute shrunk a lot. It's about 10 feet versus 25 miles. So I tend to probably work a couple extra hours a day.
Do you like working from the computer better or worse, and why?
There are some parts of it that are better. There's a lot less distraction sitting here working at a desk in your house. But it's good to have some people interaction every now and then too.
What is your job?
I run an investment management firm. I have 18 people that report to me, and I have about 60 clients that I invest money for.
What are some of the struggles of working during this time?
So with the coronavirus, it's had a big impact on the value of the stock market. So one of the biggest struggles is dealing with clients that are nervous about seeing the values of their accounts going down and up and down and up and down and up, and they get very apprehensive and they need to be talked to, and they're very nervous and need to reassure them.
How many people were in the office with you before quarantine, and how many people are in the office with you now?
So the company has 19 employees across a few different offices, but of our 19 employees, 12 are now working from home. We have 2 in one office, 3 in another, and then 1 in another office.
What precautions have been made to make the office safer?
So we don't have any clients coming into the office. We don't have any service people coming into the office. Each office only has the people that are working at those locations coming in. We have cleaners coming in every week to do the disinfecting and making sure everything stays clean. Just safeguarding people, so if anybody shows up, that even has a slight cold or a sniffle or anything, they're automatically sent home.
How has your job been impacted by the coronavirus?
So I do a lot more phone meetings. Normally I meet face-to-face with folks, and I haven't done that in probably 2 months. So all of my management meetings are now done via teleconference or Zoom meetings. My client meetings are all done via phone or FaceTime or Zoom. Our group meetings also, again, all done by teleconference. And with everybody working in different locations, communication is essential. So I now hold weekly team leader meetings, and I hold a weekly company-wide meeting with all 19 folks just to make sure that things are continuing to get done and we're continuing to process efficiently and effectively.
What do you think about the people working during this pandemic?
I think they're very brave, and we're lucky to have them.
Do you think that the workers are taking the right precautions?
I think some of them are, but some of them are not. Some of them I walked into different stores and people didn't have protection on their faces, and I think everybody should realize that everybody should be doing it.
Do you think that these workers should isolate themselves from their families?
I think that use the precautions at home. To use the same precautions when you're at your home with your family. You don't have to not be with them and not give them a hug. The face masks are a great idea.
Do you think it's okay that non-emergency workers are still working?
If it's a good environment for people to work, people need to work. For the economy, I think it's a good thing.
What do you think about the people working during this pandemic?
I think it's very challenging, so I give them props. They're doing very good, and they're trying their best.
Do you think that they should stay isolated from their families?
To an extent. I feel like they should make sure they're keeping their distance, and they're only seeing their immediate family, and they're taking the right precautions.
Do you think that all the workers are taking the right precautions?
I think they are, but I do think it's hard to do so. The PPE equipment is running a little low right now, and I know some hospitals are having a hard time getting their hands on it. But I feel like they're trying their best and using their resources to their best ability. But sometimes those resources are a little short.